What is up, guys, and welcome back to CrimsonCX and welcome back to episode 10 of OpenTTD season 4. It's looking to be a very big episode today. We're just going to get started straight away. So I've done some stuff off camera, mainly involving extending some of the train lines. You'll realise it goes slightly further up here, and I believe I did something else. Oh yes, I connected this line to this line. We can get to that later. What we're doing today is we're actually going to initially start by building a diesel line. It's been a while since there's been a diesel line. It's connected at this weird angle, just because I thought it looked quite cool. It's a sort of quite a just desolate station. So what we're going to do is I believe that this can go up to, I reckon, maybe Bradingtown. I think that's the way to do it. I think that will be effective. And, well, I don't know where to put the station, so let's work that out now. I reckon maybe the second it's not like destroying houses would be ideal. Bradingtown Woods, perfect. Okay, let's not even mess about, let's just get straight to it. I've realised it's been a while since I've done this, but if you are enjoying this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. Obviously it's very early doors. We've not really done anything yet, but yeah, I would really appreciate it. Funnily enough, we are, however, going to have to do pretty much a 90-degree turn, which isn't ideal, but, you know. I didn't want to do that. My mouse screwed me up quite badly there. That was a massive waste of time and money. I reckon maybe here would be perfect. Yes, okay. So then, I reckon a simple link about here. There's way too many trees. I'm well aware that you can I can't talk today. There's setting which can get rid of the trees, hide the trees, because I'm not currently able to look at the comment section. I'll do that after, and I'll probably be very quickly reminded. In that case, I think a simple train thing here would be alright. So if we say just go. Yeah, I think that will be perfect. Somewhere quite desolate, and we don't need something massive, but just something which can basically get us going. Do we want to try a DMU? It's sort of 12 or 15 years compared to 18, 20, 47. I'm gonna say, just as we're probably going to get more in a bunch of carriages, and it's two big places. We're going to do a 47. A 47 and then 4. So that's 40 times 4, 40, 80, 160 compared to either 80, although it is refittable, or 76. So I think that is a worthwhile decision. And, well, it's going to quite simply just go back and forth. So let's zoom out, and you're going to go from here to here, and yeah, just get started. It's called train free, although really it shouldn't be, because it's a very new train, but we're just going to see it go along, and yeah, hopefully all goes to plan. Let's quickly speed up. Obviously it's going to go to both stations to it's all initiating it, telling them that it works, if you get what I mean. This is the first time that Buddingston, I don't know why I was going to call it Buddingston, has had a train. The main line isn't connected yet. That could be something for either next episode or later on in this big episode. But how many people do we have on here? We've got definitely not full capacity, but I'm still interested in how much money we're going to make. Maybe a couple thousand? Maybe 2,000. 2,000, please? 1,350. Considering, well, we're going to get much fuller this time. So at half capacity, getting 1,000 isn't bad. That sort of says to me that maybe $3,000 for the return trip. Could I be wrong though? I do not know. $3,000. Please be $3,000. Or more. The more the merrier, quite frankly. Let's see. 13%, 0. 4,500. Perfect. That will be going back and forth, making a bunch of money, hopefully. Quite simple route. And we're actually utilising diesel for once instead of all these electric main lines, which is good. Okay, this line is now going, which is good. We can see our latest income looking pretty good. This is 1991, we're now into 1992. Right, next, where do I want to go? So we've just done the diesel line. Should I actually make some progress on the... Yeah, I think it's about time we actually worked on the main line a little bit more. I reckon maybe some more signals are necessary. I will deal with train 6 at some point. It is a thing I keep saying I'll deal with and then I never do, but priorities, people, priorities. Okay, so it sends signal to this point. I don't know, maybe do... Can't build signals here, okay. I think that added something, so that's good. And now we can start working on some signals around here. Obviously we do need some places where it can actually turn back round, that'd be ideal. Let's now do that to here. And then obviously it diverges a bit, which is a bit weird, but doesn't mean we can't signal things. So we're now at this point, which now means that we can go to here before going to here. That is a bit of a pointless signal. I'm going to get rid of that. There's no way we need two that close together, but that will be fine. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go to here. That hasn't been done just yet. To there, and then down to there. They're quite close as well. Maybe get rid of this too. We don't need them too close together. Need a bit of a gap. Just don't want to waste. We don't need any around the bridge. I think the next ones which would be necessary would probably be here. Yeah, here, and then the equivalent down, and then to where we are now, which is here and here. So that is where we've got to so far. Now we do want a reminder that we have just linked to Bradingtown. So it will be Rinnington, which we stop at, because I don't think, well, there's in Veddinghead, but I don't think that's important right now. Now we need to remember where I actually did say I was going to put this thing. I reckon it's not the best place for putting stuff. Maybe let's expand the roads a bit. Maybe that can sort of get us a bit clearer on where to put stuff. Maybe go to there. And then it's going to be as close as I can really get it. So what's it like? That's far from ideal, to be honest though. What's it like if I get it to the side? Can it even fit? It's better, but it's still not great. Is the side any better? Maybe I've screwed it. Maybe we need to change our plans. I don't want it like that though. That's tiny. It needs to be 2 tracks. So I need to change it from last time we did stuff. Electrified rail, go here. This is the new Rinnington. A bit tight, the placement. Might even have to go sort of into the sea briefly, but we can deal with that. Maybe we can make something. We're rich. We can make something which looks a bit more interesting. Let's actually. What am I thinking? I don't think it needs to expand for a while, so maybe forget about that for now. I reckon that maybe we should have gone the other way around Hentbridge, which is going to have to be another place connected. The sort of idea of having the little towns connected to the big cities, so we don't have to serve them with trains. Does mean we basically have to scrap everything to this point, which isn't ideal, but then go maybe to here and then to here to That's too far. Let's go to there. And then to here. I think that works. Yes, everything is connecting up. Perfect. Things are going well, for once. Let's have a go to here, that and that. The trees are annoying, but they shouldn't affect us too much, and we can get rid of them if we want. We're a rich company. I just need to start acting like one. Sorry, trees. Okay, so if we link to there and then have that link here, and then have it quite a smooth curve, I think that's the way to do things. Wrong one. And then give them the opportunity to basically turn, so I reckon into there, and then have the equivalent, do the exact same up here. So if you want to turn, if you want to change tracks, be my guest basically. Right, let's get the signalling done. I know it's far from interesting, but it needs to be done. So if we now go to here, then here, then here, yeah, here will be fine. I think we can kind of end all signals at that point, I believe. I could be wrong, but once again, we're not having 2 trains here for quite a while, I'd reckon, so it's not too important right now. We do need to get a train actually going. So where is a train actually going if it starts at Rinnington? Because it is going quite far. So Rinnington goes past Hentbridge, doesn't stop. So Rinnington, then this train is calling out Rinnington, Munningpool, and then it could go down here, but I'm not too sure yet. So Tutborough, maybe start Tutborough. Get sort of like interchange. Nimston, bloody how it goes far. Cause yeah, it goes past Menninghall, so it then ends at Plumtown. Feels like a mile away. I mean, it is very, very far. So if we just cruise along back to the main place, it's a bit unsettling on the eyes actually. A bit trippy. Let's just cut over to here. I reckon that we should actually do it, although I am still considering my options. Should we start it going from Munningpool to... Yeah, I reckon if we like start it going back and forth between these two, maybe that's a good start. Just as I'm still sort of working out whether I want it to go to Ninston or the other place. It's still very early doors for that sort of thing, so we've still got time. Let's put 2 depots here. I know not the best placement, I think I've heard people say that before, but we're just going to do that to make it a bit easier. So I reckon maybe another, what's this thing? 85, 25 years. Maybe it's worth trying this out. It's a bit like HST 125, but for electric. 4, 5. I reckon 5 cars will be good, and then we can have it go from Munningpool to the other place. Could have got there a lot quicker, but you know. To Rinnington, and then we're just gonna make you go for now, and then go from there. Train 16 is lost. I mean, I'm not surprised actually. I am making it go the wrong way. I almost missed clicking it. It's going very quick though. It's very... Obviously we're going to lose a bit of money with profit because of running costs and the fact that it went the wrong way because of me. But yeah, so far so good. Right, let's do our usual... Even if we don't do a bus, we can spend the money on connecting this smaller place to the bigger place, because why the hell not? So we just do girder steel, link it in to here. I think that fits in perfectly. Stupid trees in the way. And that one. Perfect. Now I'm going to be probably mixed opinion right now. Appalling. I'm not actually surprised because, you know, I have been being a bit annoying, you know, just fund some stuff. It doesn't do anything really, but I kind of like doing it because I like seeing how it expands the town a bit, starts adding a bit more pavement, which is the sort of grey thing. Basically expand the towns which we're going to. Right, I've messed up pretty badly this time. I had no way for the train to go backwards. Go back. You know what, screw this, I'm gonna make it easier, I reckon. New thing. It's gone way further than I thought it would anyway. Let's just say, make it a bit easier. You're just gonna now go the way that I really should have made you go to begin with. So you're just gonna go Plumtown to, you won't stop at 2 Hatton, but you'll then go Munningpool, Rinnington, Munningpool, and you will stop at Tutborough on the way back. Making some like sort of weird little patterns for how trains will serve places. Wrong place. Alright, if I press play, hopefully it will... You're going the right way towards Plumtown, I can tell you that much. Hopefully we don't just have train 6 all over again. Maybe it's just it's so far that it doesn't even realise it's going... I don't know. But hopefully that can start making a bit of progress. I am actually interested in what our opinion is. Who likes us? I mean, we're going to probably have quite a few who don't, because I do annoy a lot of people. Riddington, Hentbridge. Hentbridge is the place I'm trying to connect. Bradingtown, Munningpool. Not very popular with places on this side of the map. I think it's because I was being a bit nice on the other side, where I started. Who likes me the most? There are a solid amount of people who like me, so don't have to crush my ego or anything. Perfect. Right. Train 16 is lost. Is this just going to be a whole thing? Maybe I shouldn't worry about it. Maybe I should just get on with the next thing. And as per usual, if you know what's going on with Train 6 or Train 17 or whatever it's called, please let me know. I hope you know a lot about the game. Can't talk today. We're now into 1993. Right, where do I want the next railway? After all, it's a long video. We need to stretch it out with some new lines. And so far, we've done 2. Let's do some more. I've changed my mind on how I want to end off today's episode with the final few things I want to do. I have noticed, however, I've done a bit of research. When I first got to Chanford, which is the big place at the end of the main line, makes it sound like a Thomas book, but Thomas the Tank Engine, I mean. But when I first got here, it had 4,000 people, and now it has 7,000, which I thought was quite insane. This place is really starting to develop quite a lot. There's a lot going on here. I do occasionally invest in funding some new houses. There's some over here, which is probably the reason why there's so many level crossings. Let's be real, it's a bit of a liability if any cars come across here. It's quite busy. And I think that bridge is new as well. It's gradually coming down. But I'm here because, yeah, this place has expanded. Fannington, which is basically the place right next door, is expanding too. There's something coming here. The towns are so close together at this point. They're almost connected. And, yeah, Fannington is expanding. And then Pewworth, which is at the end of the little branch line, which goes over to 2 Hatton and all that, is expanding quite a lot as well. Now, for instance, to be completely honest with you, I don't know what the places on the other side are like. They've probably expanded a lot too since I started this series. But we're focusing on this bit because this bit is where I spend more of my time. And I've noticed that there's a football stadium here. I reckon that I could probably, with the houses near here, get a new sort of... I want to make some buses. I'm going to cut to the chase because I'm good at yapping. Oh yeah, look, the work's coming in now. Everything's getting sorted, everything's getting basically paved over into new like pavements by the sides of some of the roads. It's looking very nice. But what I want to do is basically make a bus stop and a sort of bus network which just serves the local area. I reckon that maybe that looks quite good. I'm gonna put it here, Pewworth Woods, and then I'm going to have one link up with the central station as well. So I believe that will be a bit more simple. Probably can just put it near here and it will link. It just needs to directly link, however. Maybe, yeah, that will do, I think. So a route could go from Pewworth Woods to the central station, and then even, I reckon, another one in Fannington. Fannington Central, Fannington. Because the other bus which goes from Chanford comes here, so maybe the start of a bigger... Train 4 is getting very old. I was wondering when the next train which needed replacing was. That can be maybe the start of next episode, because I'm focusing on buses right now. Let's put the bus station somewhere which is ideal. Maybe just somewhere in the middle of nowhere. Although, actually, to be honest, sooner or later, it might be that it just ends up being part of the town. So, maybe here is the place to go. Almost placed the wrong one, that could have been bad. Place it here. I don't think there's a new model of bus since we started. I think it is just these two options still. So, we've got 1964 and 1986. That will be new. Yeah, that's definitely... That wasn't there to begin with. Asia Star, new electrified railway locomotive. That could be something to look at as well. But let's buy a Foster bus. And let's get it going somewhere. So, Pewworth Woods to Pewworth Central to Fannington Central, then actual Fannington Central, Pewworth Woods, no, Pewworth Central, then back to Pewworth Woods. But I don't think we need that because it'll work it out soon after. We are, however, we're going to make the bus start now, and we're going to give it a bit more of a creative name to make it a bit more accurate. Yeah, maybe support your local businesses. Pewworth FC Stadium. Hopefully this can start bringing a couple people. 5 passengers already. Plus it'll be going to the central station, which I'm sure probably has a bunch which the trains don't get. And then where's it going to go? It's going to go along here. Luckily it doesn't have to go over any train tracks, so no risk of collision. It might meet the other bus, actually. I don't know. Hopefully they don't compete too much with each other. How much does this bus have currently? I haven't seen how much this makes. Ooh, 2,000 last year. That's pretty good. 63% reliability. It's 3 years old. Feels like I've had this bus going for longer. But yeah, 3 years old. Max age 15. 700 quid this year. Gets consistently a solid amount of passengers. So everything is going to plan. So where does it go after this? The little bus which goes to Pewworth now loops around this bit and now goes straight back. And how much money is it making per stop? I know that they're not far away from each other. Even that, I mean, it's simple, but it works. Sooner or later, to be honest though, it's going to be that maybe in Fannington basically becomes a mega city with Chanford and even Pewworth. I am actually interested though in some of my towns a bit further away, how they are growing, if I can notice any difference. Some of the newer buildings, I can't tell if I'm just like talking nonsense, but this definitely feels bigger. It's probably gone up at least a couple hundred since I last looked. Everything's now paved over. It's connected with a level crossing. I definitely wouldn't put any buses through there, I don't want to risk that. And it's connected almost with... Oh, it has connected, I can see because that tree. That would have been my connection, and it's connected pretty much naturally. See, that's cool. I like when the places expand gradually. Is it connected anywhere else? Well, we can try out some other places. Menning Hall. Menninghall North, Menninghall Waypoint. That's cool. That looks like, oh yeah, it's my company HQ. Got to put it there. L Gordon. Company value 5 million. Oh yeah, let's look at our company graphs. Let's extend the episode a little bit more. We'll end off with this, as I am interested. Operating profit, looking very good, yes. Income, also pretty solid. Down a bit. Train 6 is lost once again. Something's going on outside. Out my window. I don't know why. I'm going to ignore that. Delivery cargo, always pretty consistent. You get the gist. We're doing very well. What's our performance like? Performance history keeps steadily creeping up. How many left? Company value. Let's see this one. This will be the interesting one. So yeah, we're about, is that October 1988. We're about 4 million. Now we're cruising around the 5 million mark. I'm sure that will grow even more as we go on. So yeah, with that, I'd like to say thank you very much for watching this extended episode of OpenTTD. This has been episode 10. Still so much more to do. I've got so many plans. We're now in 1994. I know as we get closer to the year 2000, we're going to slowly get more and more stuff. More and more stuff to look out at. I mean, we haven't even looked at boats or planes yet. Or even we could try out trucks, because at the end of the day, we've got nothing to lose. We're millionaires. But yeah, with that in mind, I'd like to say, yeah, I almost did the outro again. I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.